I do okay, but not okay enough. You know, so I want us to grow together. This is business. I want us to make money together. But I am here for you, and I've been in Dallas, San Diego, Atlanta, this past weekend in Greensboro, North Carolina, at meetings like this, some very, very large meetings too in some of those areas, because we're new here in New York and New Jersey. We're launching here, right? So I'm seeing all these people in Dallas and they're doing real well. And I'm seeing a huge crowd in Atlanta and they're doing real well. I want to represent for New York and New Jersey. I'm here to get the fire started here, right? And grow huge with you. What's a favorite place you've ever traveled to? Go ahead and shout it out. Costa Rica. Where else? Where's your favorite place you've been? What's the most exotic place you've been to? China. If you haven't been there yet, where do you want to go? Australia's a big one for me. Australia's a big one. Okay. You hear those place names? Get your skin crawling a little bit, get your juices flowing, your wanderlust going a little bit, because if that's the case, if you're like me, then you're in the right place at the right time. Right? This makes so much sense, to borrow words from Shedrick and the other leaders tonight. If you had to design a way to make extra income, if I said to you, build the perfect thing that you could do, little business at home that you could do, that would help you make a couple $100 a month. Can we all use a couple $100 a month? I could. You know, a couple $1,000 a month?
Yes.
Yep, sign me up, right? But if I'm going to build the perfect one, it's going to be based on something very, very reputable, right? A very reputable company. I want that because I don't want to make an investment, even if it's a small investment of money, it's an investment of my time, right? And maybe my relationships with family, friends. If I'm going to make that kind of investment, I want to make sure I'm building my house on solid ground, right? Okay, 25 years we've been doing this, and only this. We didn't start doing something else, and then we decided to do this. I designed this company 25 years ago, named it Inteletravel, and it was to support the first worldwide network of outside independent travel agents. There had never been a company before that did this. Okay? 25 years we're here. You think I learned a few things along the way? I think we smoothed out some processes. I think we figured out how to talk to and support people out in the field and help them make money. If our agents weren't making money, by the way, 500,000 people have been Inteletravel agents over the years. Okay? If they weren't making money, if they didn't feel like it was worth it, would I be standing here in front of the room? No. And by the way, it's not just me. Don't let me leave you with that. We got some very talented, dedicated, wonderful people, just like yourselves, back in Inteletravel. So it's a lot of people that make this happen. What else would I do? Well, I'd make it easy. I try to make it as do something that's as automated as possible, that doesn't require me to sweat too much, right? Right? And that doesn't require so much of my time, and that we have for you in Inteletravel too. 25 years, we built the tools, we built the systems, we made it push button for you, really. You can do this very, very, very hard time. My dad was an Inteletravel agent. He couldn't even turn his computer on. Right? What did he do? He knew a lot of people. Everybody loved him. He gave out business cards. And those business cards had his website address. And he would say, I know you're booking travel, you're going away all the time, whatever. Go to my website and try us. Great company, tell a little story about the company. And because they cared about him, and they knew that he cared about them, they went to his website and booked the travel, and a couple of months later, a check would come in the mail to him. And he had no idea even what the check was for. But, it worked for him at that level, sort of using it mostly for himself and his immediate family like a hobby. And then you could go all the way to the other end. We've had people open storefronts and do this as more than a full-time job. Right? Sometimes in the presentation, when I do slides, I show, and by the way, it's every shade in between. So it's not part-time, it's not full-time, it's right time. Right? Right time.
That's right.
I still travel myself and do it for two reasons. I do it because, one, I want to sit where you sit. I want to be in your shoes. I want to see and feel what it's like to be an agent, and that helps me constantly improve. Okay, so I self-travel every day. That's one reason I do it. The other reason I do it is because I love doing it, and because I get paid. So in one of the presentations, I have a slide it's from early in the year. The check was from February, actually. And I got $1,000 and something commission check, $1,400. Thank you. A $1,400 commission check. Now I have more than a full-time job. Trust me. Okay. So I put for that $1,400 literally about 2 hours work spread out over a couple of weeks. $700 an hour, not bad. Who's got me beat? Who gets more than $700 an hour? I have gotten 2 checks recently, both of them about $500 each for a booking. And by the way, I used a system that we have where somebody else in Europe did all the work and provided me with a presentation that I went and handed to my client, and they were very impressed with my work. And they said, sure, and I took their credit card, and I got the check for $500. Okay? I'm not standing up here and telling you this is, easy money, you don't have to do anything. But as home businesses go, it doesn't get better than this. If you built the perfect home business, this is what it would be. No invoicing. You got a garage full of inventory? Damien, you got a garage full of inventory that you're holding on trying to sell? None, right? No billing, no heavy studying or anything. Do we offer education? Sure. But this is travel. It's fun. Education, it's optional, it's free, right? And what you're actually doing, because most of us, we have a passion for travel anyway, we're actually having fun, and it's self-improvement. There's a place on our website that says, be more interesting, right? Become a travel agent, you become more interesting. You're learning about cultures and places all over the world. We could be here talking about nuts and bolts, doormats. I hope no one's in the library. But we could be, right? We're down the hall, there's another meeting about, I don't know, they're selling energy or lotions and potions. And the lotion costs 7 times what it costs in the store. It ain't that good, right? Could be doing that. And what is that company doing? They're sending you out there, and they're asking you to talk to Uncle Fred, and make Uncle Fred buy it from you. Even though it ain't good, and even though it costs 7 times as much, Uncle Fred's probably going to do it because it's you, right? And then what are you doing? You're sacrificing your personal relationship because you're not really giving Uncle Fred any value. Okay? What we've done in 25 years is we've created a home-based business that allows you to sell travel and be competitive, fiercely competitive. You're selling Uncle Fred a cruise not for more than you would find it anywhere else, probably for less, maybe with extra stuff built into it. What does that make you in Uncle Fred's eyes? A hero, right? You're a hero, and you're giving real value. You can feel good about your business, and you can speak to people with confidence and pride. Boy, there just aren't that many home business opportunities like that, in my opinion, right? And then you're getting all this, the education, the systems, the tools, the support, unlimited support, live, unlimited support, right? And not to mention the savings and the trips and all the other things that we talked about earlier. You're getting all this, and your business costs you less than $100 to get started. So, if you go to a cocktail party, dinner party at somebody's house, Christmas party, whatever. And you're standing there and you're talking about the nuts and bolts and the doormats, the energy, the life insurance, right? What are people doing at that party? Right? They're moving away from you a little bit. But if you're standing there and you're saying, you know, I just sent my sister-in-law to this new Hard Rock all-inclusive resort in the Dominican Republic, and I got her a $1,600 credit at the resort for her stay that she could spend on anything she wanted. She came back, she told me she ate here, she ate there, she loved it. They went on a catamaran sail, they had a great time. The teenage kids, they're so hard to please, they loved it, they can't wait to go back. They said, Uncle James, please book us another trip for next year. What are the people at the party doing now? Right? You're gathering a crowd. This is a business, again, perfect home-based business. It's what everybody wants to talk about, right? Travel. It's what everyone's interested in, right? You become the most popular person at the party and not the one that everybody's running away from. So if I can leave you with something today, it's that. It's that this is really the home business of the future. And you are in the right place at the right time. 20 years ago, I was at Disney with my family. Who's been to Disney World? Not cheap, right? Let's just say that in parentheses. It's great fun. It's a really wonderful experience, but it's not cheap, right? So when I was there, it was the year, this trip, it was the year that they had announced the Disney Vacation Club, which was kind of the integral ownership, the timeshare version of Disney, where you could stay at the properties at the Disney resort, you bought a week, right? So I thought, well, this is interesting. Disney, going timeshare is kind of sketchy sometimes. Disney's doing it, it must be good. I went into the office and talked to somebody, and the price they gave me to buy a week was actually less than I was spending on my one trip with my family that year, and I would own that week for 20 years. And I thought, oh my God, this makes so much sense. I could bring my family here every year. I could let my sister use the timeshare if I'm not coming. I could, you know, it was like such an incredible return on investment. But what did I do? I said, well, let me talk to my wife. We're going to go home. We're going to think about it. And I didn't buy it. Over the years, the price on that Disney timeshare resort has doubled and tripled and quadrupled on that resort, quadrupled to the point where I wouldn't have been able to afford it at that price. So what happened? I was in the right place at the right time, and I made the wrong decision. Right? You're in the right place at the right time. This is a much smaller decision in terms of investment, but actually a much bigger decision in terms of your life. Right? I'd love to see you make it. Thank you so much.